What's good, everybody? I'm back. I know it has been forever since I have come with a life update, and I'm on here looking like an oversized 12-year-old. No hair, no makeup, not divified, but whatever. I'm just coming back off of the beginning of my 49 and still a dime tour. That's what I'm calling it. I just celebrated my 49th birthday, and I did so by going to visit my sister, my big sister in Florida, in Tampa specifically. Now, what you need to know about my big sister is that she is 11 years older than me, but she and her husband, they party harder than any 20-year-olds I ever met, and definitely more than I did when I was in my 20s, okay? But I'll get to that. Anyhow, spent 6 days down in Tampa with her, and literally we did something every single day. No, I'm sorry. Saturday was a rest day. So I think we went to the mall, or we went shopping or something like that. But I landed on Thursday. Thursday night we were out somewhere. Friday night was my full-blown out late night out party experience. Saturday was our rest day. Sunday we did brunch and we did dinner, and Monday we were back to see a live band in a different kind of more artsy, more eclectic kind of venue than Friday night. Bring it up, bring it up. Listen, everybody say, na, 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 na. Let me hear you say, na, na, na. Come on, say, na, na, na. Let me hear you say, na. But honey, I'm still outside. And if you know anything about me, I probably was outside more in the last 6 days than I have been all of 2023, okay? So this is why I am on camera looking like this. I'm gonna fix this as soon as I get done with all you here and get back to looking like my normal self. But child, I've been asleep since I came home Tuesday night. Wednesday, I tried to bounce back. Thursday, I slept all day. So today is Friday at the time of this, and I'm hoping that by tomorrow I'll have my energy back. Ironically enough, my sister sent me a picture last night while I was in here eating dinner, and she was like, we're back at it again. So they do this every week. This was not like a special thing because I was in town. They do this every week. But it was so much fun and it was exciting. It's funny because she's been telling me for years, oh, you need to come visit. And I don't even know what has taken me so long. I have been down there before. Obviously, I've been to visit my sister. But it's been a very long time since I've been to visit her, and this is the first time that it was like this kind of trip, like not for a holiday or not just for a few days. I was there really almost a week. But what was so great about it, the lifestyle down there, of course, in a warm weather climate, you could be outside all the time. There's always something to do. There's always something going on, no matter what it is that you like to do. So if you want to hang out and party, there's always something going on. If you have more of a family life, there is always something happening where you can be outside of your home. So if you are living in Florida, specifically in Tampa, and you are sitting in your house, it's because you want to be, okay? Because there's always something to do. And then also, like, she has a very vibrant community. So everywhere they went, people knew them. Like, the first night we walked into the venue and the bartender said, "Happy birthday," because she had called ahead and let them know it was my birthday. So it was just like really great. And they know a lot of people. They know a wide range of people. The age range of people is wide. So, I mean, they have friends in their 20s and they have friends who are older than them. And everybody is just sort of kicking it, vibing, chilling, whatever. And it's all good. And I really like that because I really like to be in community. I really like to be around people. I hate the isolation that comes with cold weather because you end up in your house more. I, of course, live in the DMV, for those of you outside of the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And while there might be lots to do, with that comes a certain level of pretentious behavior, sizing you up, deciding what category you fall in. And there was none of that there. Like, I don't remember asking anybody what they did, and nobody asked me what I did for a living. You know what I mean? So it was just, they asked me, "How long are you here? Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you," like that kind of stuff. So why was this trip so great for me personally? Well, I can tell you that I at times grow frustrated with how limited my life can feel. I love ministry. I love what I do. I love the things I get to do because of the role that I walk in, all of that. But there is just not enough social and interpersonal engagement in my life, especially since the pandemic, because the pandemic changed everything. The pandemic changed how I even function in my role and how much time I spend around other people. We just really never went back or bounced back to what it was before. And so I miss social interaction. Now, becoming a member of Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated definitely helped my cause a whole lot, because I could get involved, I could serve and connect with my sorors. And then, we got a squad, we hang out or whatever, but we also have very busy lives. So that happens every now and again. It's not a regular thing. And so it was, for me, encouraging and invigorating and life-giving to see a group of people or a community of people that regularly build in social engagement into their lives. That don't mean the ones that believe in Jesus, that don't mean they don't love Jesus, that don't mean that they don't show up to work the next day. That doesn't mean that it is, something wild and crazy. It is just after work, we can get together, we can hear some music, we can have a few drinks, we can hang, we can just live. And I think that is a key element that has been missing from my life for a minute. When I do get to do that, it has to be planned weeks in advance or whatever to get all of my squad on board, and rightfully so, because again, we're all over the place. But I can't imagine, or let me say this now, I can imagine. I got to see up close what it's like to get off of work, change your clothes, have dinner, go out, meet your friends, hang for a couple of hours or whatever, hear great music, and then, go home and start your day the next day. And incidentally, let's talk about the great music piece. I am born in the 70s, a child of the 80s, and so I am old school hip hop, R&B all the way. When I go to a venue, I'm looking for the DJ. I'm like, okay, is the DJ going to be good? I don't think I had proper appreciation for live bands before this week. Well, let me tell you, I am a believer now, and I got to find those kinds of places here in DC where I live, because it was just the best. It was like the absolute best experience, and I loved it. How did this trip make me different? Not just feel different, but make me a different person. Well, I will start by saying this. You have to be careful what you ask for, because in my last blog post, I said that I'm hoping that this trip will be the start of me living into a more guilt-free, adventurous side of myself. And what I mean by that is my experiences are usually very mundane, except for like when I have like the fabulous trip, like years back I went to Cayman, or, something like that. But it's not like a regular thing. And I always feel guilty about taking time for myself and doing something fantabulous and fun and all of that, like over the top fantabulous and fun, because I'm still working towards something. I'm still working towards something financially. I'm still working towards something ministerially. I'm still working towards becoming who I think I'm called to be, becoming who I envision myself to be. All of that. I'm constantly working. I'm grinding. I'm still in some ways trying to prove myself to myself. And so there's always some guilt around taking time and doing nothing. Last year I had to teach myself how to rest. Last year and most of this year, I learned to rest. I learned to take time to take care of myself. So I've been in the gym like maybe 3 or 4 times a week consistently, working out with a trainer and all of that. And it took me a while not to feel guilty about that. So, when I scheduled this trip, I know my sister, so I knew what kind of trip it was going to be. But even with that, I said, I hope that this is the beginning of me leaning into a more guilt-free and adventurous side. Well, be careful what you ask for, because when I came back, I felt like this burden lifted. Like I no longer have to apologize for wanting to take time for myself, for wanting to do something fun, for wanting to schedule a trip and do something different. Like scheduling a trip, like you would have to twist my arm to do it, and I pray I'm gonna fall back into that rhythm. But really, you would have to twist my arm to do it if it wasn't for ministry, if it wasn't for sorority business, because I just always felt guilty about like just scheduling a new experience for myself. Well, when I came back saying, oh, we about to get this going. This here we're about to do. So we'll see. I am committing to not falling back into my old patterns, because I had been looking for a pivot. I didn't think this was the pivot that that was required. I didn't think that a trip to see my sister would be the thing to cause me to pivot, but I think it might actually be. So we'll see. We will see. But that is definitely why this trip was so great for me, was so life-giving for me. Um, and it has opened me up to just seeing what life can be lived in a different way, you know. I mean, I've always been outgoing and vibrant and social and extremely extroverted and all of that kind of stuff. But when you don't have the environment to live out those attributes, you end up kind of dumbing yourself down and dimming your light inadvertently when you don't even realize it. And so now I'm committed to expanding my environment rather than dimming my light, right? I mean, come on now. I am a preacher. I am a teacher. I teach people this all the time. Let your light shine, right? But my light just wasn't shining quite as bright in the environment that I am in. So I am so excited that I had a different experience that just gave me a charge. That made me feel vibrant again, made me feel different than I had been feeling in a while. Anyway, that's my life update. I know I am woefully neglectful in my documenting and my updating. I mean, I'm like lying on my little banner on all my platforms that says updated every week because, child, y'all ain't been updated in months. But now here's your update. So now I'm going to go and do something to my hair so I can get back to looking divified like I'm used to looking, and even go put some makeup on and honey and lose these glasses. So I'll talk to y'all later. Remember, until I see you again, to write your life and live it.